can see me, you can hear me. Woo! I got some echo there. All right. What's up, guys? This is the first episode of Acoustic Adventures. Um, I'm gonna keep this one nice and short as I got some other things to do, but I just wanted to record some ideas that I was working on the other day, and I thought they sounded pretty freaking cool. So, yeah, we're gonna jump right into that. So I'm gonna mute. Excuse me. I'm gonna mute myself and just start recording and see where it takes us. Okay, so yep, just blank project here. Using this archetype Rabia plugin here with this Lush Tone 2. I don't know if that's gonna stick around or not, but it's good enough for now. So yeah, I'm gonna turn this metronome off. And yeah, I'm just gonna start recording and see what happens. Pan this center. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good start. I just realized I wasn't recording. So, yeah, let's do that. Okay, there we go. I think I want to do like a. Okay, there we go. I think I want to do like a. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. And then what if it was like. Yeah. So that was the first idea I had, and then I had this other one that I thought was pretty cool. shit on fire, son. Whew. I gotta get my acoustic skills up, yo. Oh my god, I got carpal tunnel out the booty. Okay, let's switch this back. Okay. Yeah, I was scared like it wasn't recording for a second. Because it was just like. It was just so small here, like I was like, is there anything going in? But I don't know. What's this gain at here? Fatter bars. Submit. I'll probably turn this. What is this? There's like some delay somewhere. Yeah, I'll turn this delay down. I think I want to do like a. I'm gonna see if I can get this tempo to follow along with this. I don't know to what degree I will have any success, but let's see. So if I pulled, I should be able to analyze this with this smart tempo thing here. Dude, look at this tempo information, dude. This shit. Oh my god, I wonder how that sounds. So that riff is actually it's a Machine Gun Man by Zach Wild. I freaking love that riff there. Dude, what if I just went all in with like some crazy ass drums, dude? Oh no, it froze. We're standing by. Okay, well, while this is going to do this, perhaps I could go to Guitar Pro and do some theory here. So I built this chord progression the other day just using these diatonic triads from the key of D. So these are all in the key of D. I thought this was a little fun chord progression. So I am going to teach real quick while Logic is buffering how I'm getting these triads from the key of D. So all of these chords are in the key of D, and I'm going to show you how I kind of built these. So if we look up here at this at the top, will tell us the notes in the key of D. So D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. So if I wanted to build the major chord that's on the first degree of the scale, this is referred to as the tonic. So this would be kind of like your home chord. This is what a lot of songs start and end on because it just sounds very resolved. So if I wanted to build a triad here, kind of indicating three notes, I would use the first note, the third note, and the fifth note. So it's 1, 3, 5, which are notes D, F sharp, and A. So if I have a D here, and then, let's see. If I have a D here, so this is in order D, F sharp, and A, which is 1, 3, 5. So that's a D major chord. Y'all. So if I do the same thing with all the rest of the chords, it'll give me the chords that fall on each note of the scale. So they're kind of interlaced. How I just did 1, 3, 5. If I start on the second degree, it'll go 2, 4, 6, which gives me the notes E, G, and B. So if I do E, G, and B here, this would be an E minor chord. So we have D major and E minor. The third note is F sharp. If I do 3, 5, 7, that gives me the notes F sharp, A, and C sharp, which is an F minor chord. So if I do F sharp, A, and C sharp, that gives me an F sharp minor chord. So we have D major, E minor, F sharp minor. Again, we repeat the process. We're just interlacing. We're skipping a note between each. So if I have this 4, 6, 1, because we're back at 1 here, there's only 7 notes in the scale. So this, it would just repeat again, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. It can just go up indefinitely. So if we start it here, this gives us G, B, D, which is a G major chord. So G, B, D, this is a G major chord. We keep going. We start on A. That gives us 5, 7, and 2. So A, C sharp, and E. So this gives us an A major chord, A, C sharp, and E. Do it again, B, D, F sharp, B, D, F sharp. So this will give us a B minor chord here. So this is B, D, F sharp, this is B minor. And then we start on this C sharp, which is 7, 2, 4. So C sharp, E, and G, which gives us C sharp diminished chord. So I can actually just verify these by adding a chord diagram to each of these. So yes, it's telling me this first one is a D major. This second one is an E minor. This third one is an F sharp minor. This fourth one is a G major. This fifth one is an A major. This sixth one is a B minor. This seventh one is a C sharp diminished. And if I were to just keep going with this, I would be right back on D. So this would be D, F sharp, and A. So 11, 10. So this would be D, F sharp, A, just like the first one. D, F sharp, A, just up an octave. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chords in a major scale. And let me see if I can find how to make it show the scale degrees, because I think it can do that. Let me look this up, because I swear you can. How to show scale degrees in Guitar Pro. To show scales, use the fretboard view with the scales tool. The scale tools, scales, major D. What? Keynote is D. Okay, cool. So yeah, we can, it shows me right here. So D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. That's actually pretty cool. So this is a whole other undertaking, is memorizing where these notes are on the fretboard. But to begin with, you can kind of see like they kind of have similar structures. So you have the second fret, then the zero, then the open string, then the open string, and then we go up 2 frets, and then again it drops 2 frets up a string, and then the same fret. So you see these are This E and G B, it's down 2 frets for the G and B. If we go up to the F sharp minor, it's F sharp, then down 2 frets to the 2nd fret to the A and the C sharp. So you'll start to like see these patterns here. And like this major one is built kind of like diagonal going this way. This major one is built the exact same way. And then you can get into like inversions and stuff where you kind of, instead of like D, F sharp, A, you could do like F sharp, D, A, where you're like putting a different note of the chord in the bass position, that being the lowest note. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. And in every key, they're always going to be major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and then back to the one chord. So yeah, what's going on here? Let's see where this chord, so what's going on with this chord progression? Let's check it out. So this is in the key of D, the G chord is the 4 chord. So this is a 4 major Roman numeral for a major chord, or sorry, uppercase Roman numeral for a major chord. This is G is the 4th degree of D because D, E, F sharp, G, which is 4, A, B, which is 6. So this is a 6 chord, and it is minor. The 6 chord is always minor. This is also referred to as the relative minor. And so every major scale has a relative minor scale that begins on its 6th degree. So this could also be in B minor. It kind of depends on where your center of gravity is. So if at the beginning of the song you start with a B minor chord and end with a B minor chord at the end of the song, it's going to be like, yeah, that feels like B minor. But if you're constantly centering around that D major chord, if you start with a D major and end the song with a D major, it's going to feel more like, okay, this is D major. It's going to have a different tonality to it. And you'll just kind of get used to that over time and like the more music you listen to. So what's A in the key of D? D, E, F sharp, G, A. So this is a 5 chord. And it's major, so uppercase Roman numeral. And again, this is a B minor, and we already know this is a minor 6 chord. So we have a 4, 6, 5, 6. And that just repeats again, I believe. Cool. Yeah, and if anyone wants, I can get into how these are built as well. So this is a G major, B minor. So you can see on the fretboard down here how it has G, B, D. G chord is always 1, 3, 5. So G, A, B, C sharp, D. So it's G, B, D, which is a G major. And you can see that G is not the lowest note in this, in the way that this chord is being played right here. So it's actually inverted. So this would be a G major in first inversion because the 2nd note or the 3rd of the chord is in the bass. So G, B, D. If the D was the lowest note, it would be in 2nd inversion. So it'd be like D, B, G or something like that. Let's see if we can view. Yeah, so down here in the bass, you can see this is the bass guitar. The bass guitar is just playing the roots of the chords. So this is a G, and then when we switch to B minor over here, this becomes a B as well. But as you can, well, this one is actually in root position, B, D, F sharp. Yeah, so this is not inverted. This has B, D, F sharp. It's a B minor chord in root position. This one is inverted. However, because this G in the bass here is the lowest note, it's going to sound as if it's in root position. So the guitar is kind of offloading the duty of having the root note of the chord as the foundation, it's offloading that job to the bass guitar. And let's see what these guys are doing over here. So this is an A major chord. View. Damn, where'd the fretboard go, yo? Okay, so on this A chord, okay, we have A, C sharp, E. That one is in root position as well, and that one is in root position. Okay, so this one is the only one that's inverted in this case. Cool. All right, yeah, that was just a little lesson on that. As for building these major chords, or sorry, as for building these major scales to begin with, you can get into memorizing the key signatures, which are like these little guys right here. So when you look at these, the key of D major has two sharps, which is F sharp and C sharp. So I know if I just go D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and I sharp the F and the C, it will create a D major scale. And the same thing goes for the chords. Like I can say 1, 3, 5 is D, F, and A, D, E, F, G, A. And which one of those are sharp? F and C are sharp in the key of D, so I would make F sharp. So D, F sharp, A, which makes a D major chord. And I used to just have notebooks of these, and I would write down these intervals. So like D to F is a minor third, and you may have to just count half steps to begin with to kind of grasp it. But I know that D to F is a minor third and D to F sharp is a major third. So D to F sharp makes it a major chord here. And these are just all things that I could go over. I'm going to see if Logic has done anything. I think it's still just spinning on me, yo. In such a case, I will go ahead and stop the stream here, guys. Let me get on this this nice little camera over here. I hope you guys enjoyed my recording session / impromptu back pocket lesson about chords and keys, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Just kind of got going on that one, but I'm gonna see if I can salvage this Logic project, and then maybe next time I can add some drums to it. That was kind of my intention, but then it just froze on me. So yeah, all right. If there's anything else specific that you guys want to learn, just let me know, and I can make a video on it. But for now, peace. I will catch you next